Moving on to item number 12, Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, or the CAFR, and related audit reports for fiscal year ending June 30, 2015, presented by Robin Bertagna and Derek Rapone of Moss, Levy & Hartzman, CPAs.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. Tonight I'm going to briefly touch on the operational results achieved as shown in our CAFR report. The details will be provided in the next presentation with the final financial report for the fiscal year end. Then I'm going to have Derek come up and talk to you more specifically as to the contents in our CAFR, our Comprehensive Annual Financial Report. From an audit standpoint, the fiscal year 14-15 budget contained a $1.4 million deficit for our general fund. The actual results from fiscal year in 14-15 when we ended the year was a $1.8 million surplus. The surplus allowed the city to achieve our 15% reserve fund balance requirement as stated in our fiscal policy. We have never gotten to that 15% level in the past. We're there now with the results from last fiscal year end. Salaries and benefits generated $1.8 million in savings due to vacant positions. As of October, looking at vacancies, we had 32.5 full-time equivalent positions that were vacant, equaling 14.5% overall citywide. The city's financial projections indicate that unless service levels are reduced, the general fund deficit budget will continue through fiscal year 16-17. But that the city's Economic Stabilization Reserve Fund will sustain us until that point in time. At the beginning of fiscal year 14-15, City Council stated that they had three primary goals for us. That was eliminating the city's furlough, having employees pay a share of their retirement cost, and getting a balanced budget by fiscal year 17-18. We've achieved two of those goals, and the last will occur at the end of fiscal year 16-17. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Derek with Moss, Levy & Hartzman to talk to you specifically about our audit report, the contents of our CAFR, and the results of our audit for the fiscal year end.
Thank you, Robin. Derek Rampone, Moss, Levy & Hartzman. Good evening, Mr. Mayor and members of the City Council. I'm just going to go through our report real quick, touch on the highlights. If you have any questions, please let me know. Probably the most important item in this, one of the most important items in this document is our audit letter. It's our audit opinion. On page 2, top of page 2, we've given you an unmodified opinion, which is the best opinion possible. It's what we like to call a clean opinion. Meaning that the numbers in this report are fairly stated and no modifications need to be made to them. One of the big things or large issues this year that was implemented, it's called GASB statement number 68. It required government agencies to report and record in their financial statements the pension liability associated with their retirement plan. So this year, the number has been placed into your long-term debt. It's on page, for your reference, it's on page 60 of the audit report. For governmental activities, the amount turns out to be around $39.5 million. And for your business type enterprise funds, the amount is almost $8 million. So it's quite a large number to be putting on the financial statements this year. It is new, so I wanted to bring that up. It has been required across the United States for all governments to do it this year, so each government has taken a hit depending on the size of their pension plans. And so this is new this year. I just wanted to bring that up, bring your attention to that. It's a hot topic. So, and due to GASB Statement 68, it's been talked about a lot the last couple of years and will be going forward. But it's very transparent now. It's on your books. You can see it's calculated by PERS actuary. And so it's reported here, and you'll see that on page 60 of the report. It also, there's a lot of more detailed information on the pension plan beginning on page 69. It's note 8 to the financial statements, and it runs all the way through page 75. So it's quite a lengthy note disclosure that's now required as part of GASB 68. Other than that, the audit went without any extraordinary items occurring. Staff was very helpful, had no issues as far as asking for documents or getting cooperation from any of the departments that we visited. It's not just finance, it's all the departments that we go to. So I'm pleased to report that. There weren't any large journal entries other than the GASB 68 that we had to do this year. So that's also good news. And with that, that's about it.
Any questions of either Robin or Derek?
All I have is a comment. This is what that looks like.
For this.
Comprehensive, yeah. Or that. This was the, we just got the other one, but a lot of reading.
Action from council.
I would like to move to approve the item.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to accept the comprehensive annual financial report of the CAFR and related audit documents. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? We're running one of those 100 nights, all unanimous.